All right, how we doing, family? Um, Wanted to hit y'all up for another video. I know it's been a couple of weeks since I made another video, but I've been busy out here on the road and stuff. I'm gonna give y'all an update of what's going on with me out here on the road, um, as well, shortly. But for this video, I want to talk about what's going on with BGS Sidmore. Now, I know about 3-4 weeks ago, I made that video about Rude MP and how Rude MP really went in on BGS and gave BGS the business, in that Gab Talk Media hangout, and let him know, hey man, you a old nigga, discouraging young people. And I'm glad he did that. I'm glad, and of course I made my video talking about it and that kind of thing. But I'm glad Rude MP did that. I wish Rude MP would continue to do that. Would continue to express his, express his sentiments about BGS. Because I feel that there's just not enough people doing it. For a long time, there were a lot of people who would just go along with BGS or go along with what he was saying. They wouldn't really challenge him. They would always, except me, I always challenged him, but for a long time, there's a lot of people who would not challenge BGS Sidmore. And I think for right now, maybe we're experiencing the beginnings of people starting to challenge him. Okay. And because see, my thing is this. Okay, if you're gonna sit up here and you're gonna talk about the black community, it makes no sense for you to be interacting with young people in the black community if you're not trying to help them and encourage them. It makes no sense. If you're not doing that, what are you doing? Okay, you when people press you on it, you say, well, it's not my job to encourage people. It's not my job to do that. Okay, well, it's also not your job to walk around here and act like and pretend you some big sage or prophet and stuff either, but you're doing that. Okay. So why do you say it's not your job to be to encourage young black people, but it is your job to walk around all self-righteous and act like you this big sage and this big prophet and all that? You see what I'm saying? That's what gets me. And see, just look at the videos this guy has on his channel. Goodbye middle class. Unprepared for workforce automation. Richard Martin, the failing economy. Okay? Civil war. Voters say we're getting there isn't going to be any. There's no imminent threat of a civil war in America, but this is the kind of stuff this guy puts on his channel. Okay? This is the kind of stuff that this guy puts on his page and puts on his channel. All these discouraging videos, all these videos talking about how the world is going to end because Donald Trump is... There are more black people working right now under Trump and under any other president. And this guy is sitting here telling you that we're all going to die in 10 years and no one's going to have a job. The Trump economy has been great. Joblessness is at an all-time low. But the only thing this guy can think to churn out is negative, discouraging ass videos. You cannot call yourself someone who is trying to help young black people. All you're doing is discouraging them all the time. Okay, you cannot do that. And this is how I feel. I think that in his life, at some point, someone discouraged him. Okay, that's how I feel. I think at some point in his life, when he was a young man, I don't know if it was his daddy who did it or if it was his mama who did it. Okay, but somebody crushed his dreams and told him he wasn't gonna be shit. Okay, and so ever since then, now he feels like, he feels like the only way that an older person can interact with a younger person is by discouraging them, because that's what was done with him. Okay, instead of rising above that and saying, you know what, I'm not going to be like that person that tried to discourage me when I was younger. Instead of rising above that, he decided to perpetuate the cycle. Okay? And his subscribers are going down steadily, believe it or not. I think he peaked at about 38,000 subscribers. Now he's down to 34,000 subscribers. His subscribers are going down slowly but sure, because a lot of people starting to get sick of his rhetoric. A lot of people who used to fuck with him don't fuck with him anymore. If all you're gonna do is put negative ass videos up there, you notice nobody even goes to his women's channel anymore. Nobody goes to BGS for women anymore. He used to have 5-6 young girls who used to come in there and kick it and chill with him. Those girls are long gone. They don't fuck with him anymore. Now you go to his women's channel and it's just him and fucking Char Willie ass up in there. And they're just talking to each other. Nobody else is even in there. But all those young girls, millennial girls that used to hang out over there, they don't even come around anymore. They don't even fuck with him anymore. Okay? They don't fuck with him, period. Right? Okay, so he continues to push this victim mindset, and this mindset that the world owes black people because of slavery and all this and that. And when you push that, it makes black people never want to advance, because they're always standing there with their hand out waiting for someone to give them something for some cotton that they never picked. Hey, I'm a millennial. I'm 28 years old. I never picked cotton in my life. Okay? But these niggas want reparations money for some shit that they never had to go through. And leave it to people like BGS to go ahead and push stuff like that. Okay, and then in his hangouts, he won't even entertain. Somebody in one of his hangouts in the chat was saying, hey, the Trump economy has been good for black people, which is true. And BGS was like, well, don't say that on my channel. He didn't even refute it. He just said, don't talk like that on my channel. That lets you know right there that this guy is not really about the truth. He's about only advancing his rhetoric. Okay, if it doesn't involve the government doing something for black people, or white people feeling sorry for black people and throwing them, fucking scraps because they feel sorry for them. If it doesn't involve that, BGS doesn't want to hear about it. He doesn't want to hear about black folks working and black folks doing good and being productive. And he doesn't want to hear about that. He doesn't talk about black success story. But he'll sit up here and talk about all these white tech companies and what he thinks they're going to do. Are any of these companies breaking bread with him? No. But he'll see, that's the thing about boomers. My daddy was a boomer. My daddy was the same damn way as him. He'll sit up all damn day and talk about white folks and all the big big shot things white folks are doing. Won't say nothing about his own people. But he'll sit up there and talk all this shit about white folks and how they getting down and all that. That's the boomer mindset. They feel that anything white is legitimate and all right, and anything to do with black people is not up to par. That's the boomer mindset. And I'm glad finally a lot of millennials are waking up to these boomers and waking up and starting to realize that these boomers, you know, their mindset isn't really conducive. Okay? It's for younger black people. I'm going to cut this off right here. I'm going to come back a little bit later and hit y'all up with something else. Get the likes up, leave comments. Let me know what y'all think. Thank you for watching.